XRP might be the only choice left for the BRICS nations, which would be awesome for the pricing of XRP. We're going to cover several parts and then get to that conclusion at the end of this video. So stay tuned to the end of this video. Right now, we're going to take a look at the Decent Wallet, and we'll be right back.
If managing your crypto feels like solving a puzzle, it's time to switch to Decent Wallet. It's just a few taps. You can manage, track, and secure your crypto with unmatched ease. And here's the best part. Grab your Decent Wallet at a discounted price by using the referral link below. Don't miss out on making your crypto experience smoother and more secure.
All right. Thanks for sticking with us, Max. This is a great piece of work that we've been able to stumble upon really here lately. Let's go ahead and get started with it.
Yes, and before we continue, we just kindly ask you to smash the like. It's free. Our content we provide obviously is free, and it definitely helps the channel. What do we have? Well, once again from Smoke. He does an excellent job with his research, and of course, Will and I try to piece it together for you guys. So what we have here basically is international transfers. What are we referring to? Well, it's international transfers and how they will eventually migrate to Ripple XRP. Hear us out. Smoke mentions that this is documented. He states here that the settlement between institutions will move instantaneously through what? Well, these payment mechanisms. Trusted intermediary, such as APCA's new payments platform and the electronic conveyancing platform of Property Exchange Australia in the mid to long term. Now look where he also goes with this. He says settlement is expected to move to peer-to-peer solutions, possibly based on blockchain or other technology platforms derived from cryptocurrencies. Now that gets interesting to say the least. Well, he goes on to also mention that finally, international transfers will migrate to new peer-to-peer cryptocurrency-based solutions where the solution's native currency, such as XRP for Ripple, other than facilitating the payments process, is used only for triangulation between two currencies not commonly traded. Now, before we continue, Will, didn't you have something you wanted to inject here before we get into the brief clips that we had from the Bank for International Settlements and also the quick clip from Donald Trump?
Yeah, they talk about the triangulation there. Read quickly, it's like, well, what does that mean? But a little thought needs to be put into that. And so as we put our thought into that, what they're talking about is the where the payment originates, whatever country that is. Then you have a destination that is another currency. Then you have the bridge currency of XRP, and they're triangulating the values. What does that mean? Well, XRP is priced in dollars. So other countries may convert it from dollars to their currency, but this is the point of the triangulation so that there's value to value. Most of the world uses the dollar as the estimation of what the value of their currency is. Like, if you heard, I got 10,000 blah, blah, blahs from this country. You're like, yeah, but what is that? Oh, well, that's equivalent to $5, or the other currency may be, I have, one of XYZ currency. Well, yeah, but how much is that worth in dollars? This is the purpose of the triangulation. How much is that worth in XRP, which is priced in dollars because it's a US-based company? So that's just an added point for us to put in place right here before we get further into these other explanations here.
Yes, we do have other explanations, and basically we want to make this flow good for you guys. So what we have for you is this brief clip. You guys have seen the full version if you were watching from my channel, but for everybody, we just want to make this flow a little bit better. So what we have is straight from the BIS. Basically, Agustín Carstens from the Bank of International Settlements was the only one who had the guts to mention no to BRICS. Listen to this. We'll come right back.
Yeah, on the first question, I fully second what Andrew said. Let me add just two points. One, technology will not define if a currency is more coveted for others. I think the real issue is what gives value to the money and the usability. And I tend to agree with Andrew that if it's being fragmented and others, payment systems are being developed for the wrong reasons. We at the BIS are working on many of these projects, but none is designed for the BRICS. And as a matter of fact, we cannot directly support any project for the BRICS because we cannot operate with countries that are subject to sanctions. So I just want to be very clear about that. The question of Stefan, I think it's a great question. I fully agree. Now, for me, I think what we should ask from the parliaments is to preserve the options that today population has. And the option that today the population and society has is to be able to have a retail direct liability of the central bank. Today we have it in the form of cash. Now, why, given the technological development, we could not give access to society in the technological representation that society demands? Once you give that option to society, then it will be a matter of competition as it is today. Having in mind that there is commercial sector and there are others that really will be striving to become far more competitive than central bank money. But I think it's very important to give that options to society.
Okay, to give the options to society. Will, do you want to inject something here?
Yeah, this is basically the Bank of International Settlements shutting down the idea that the BRICS nations would do world trade with some other system. They have said no to that idea. It's a powerful no. Now, and then we know somebody else has said no, and that's our next segment.
All right, let's just jump to that next segment then. So with that said, here it is. President Trump, just in case you missed it on some of their other outlines, he, mentions just that. No to BRICS. What are we talking about? Well, let's go ahead and play it. Here we go.
I don't care, but BRICS was put there for a bad purpose. And most of those people don't even want to talk about it now. They're afraid to talk about it because I told them if they want to play games with the dollar, then they're going to be hit with a 100% tariff the day they mention that they want to do it. And they will come back and say, we beg you not to do this. BRICS is dead since I mentioned that. BRICS died the minute I mentioned that. And I remember when Obama and Biden in particular, I guess he said that, they have us over a barrel. They don't have us over a barrel. We have them over a barrel.
Yeah, so we have them over a barrel, which is really the truth. Their economic structure has so included the United States dollar through the deal made in 1973 with Saudi Arabia. The petrodollar got introduced to the world, and so the whole world ended up having to have dollars. Then we became the reference currency. We became the world exchange currency that everyone compared their currency to. That's still the case. And so what Trump has done is shut down an effort for there to be a different or a second world reserve currency, which brings us to the idea of what is left for the BRICS nations if they're to do something as a whole, for all of the parts included. And I believe, this is the speculation part. I believe that it will be XRP that will be the difference, because if they even mention doing something out of another currency, they get 100% tariff. But XRP is from the US. It is a US deal. So it's not in and of itself, it's not a currency, it's a bridge currency. So that will be he's basically pigeonholed it, is what it looks like to me, that you're basically going to use XRP. Now, there may be some other alternatives on a small scale, but the big scale, the Bank of International Settlements and all of the thousands of banks that are involved right now with XRP and Ripple, that's going to be where the system is. That's going to be where the flow is. And that's going to be where the fast transactions are taking place, and a system that's already set up, that's been years in the making. So I would propose that the BRICS nations, that XRP might be the only choice for the BRICS nations, which is the title of this message. Now, that's a little bit of surmising, but if you agree with that, that looks like that's the case, you can put agree. If you disagree, then please do disagree, but also give us what you believe your alternative is when you disagree. Don't just disagree without what the other option is. So that, because we learn from you guys and we just gather all the information that we can. So please do that.
What's also trending here, just to show you something real quick, some of you guys have heard about this in the news. What's also trending is the thing from Donald Trump. So again, just to pound it home, just in case you haven't heard about this. Breaking: Donald Trump shares an XRP related article on his Truth Social account. And why would Donald Trump go through the trouble of posting this from Ripple? Well, think about it. Even in his posting, it says the shift in focus towards the U.S. market is part of Ripple's response to the Trump effect, which is believed to be making crypto more favorable in the U.S. Back to what Will and I have been sharing with you guys. It's the whole thing of that Ripple effect. That effect didn't just start with Trump. We saw what the BIS mentioned, no to BRICS. Now you have no from Trump. Is BRICS truly dead? If that's the case, then they are sunk because they're going to get hit with incredible tariffs. Some people feel as though, well, they can make their own thing that's going to dodge all around this. I don't think that's the case anymore. I don't think that they can just do their own thing outside of the dollar, which basically was the whole point of BRICS, Will. If you think about it, this would create that much more demand for Ripple XRP moving forward, because Trump and also the central bank says, no, we're not going to go with you guys because we can't. Regulatory forces say that we can't. How so? Agustín Carstens literally said it, Will. He says, due to sanctions, and we can't get involved. So if they're the central bank of central banks, the leading authority on that, well, moving forward, it's going to have to be something like Ripple XRP.
That's right. And Trump, as a leader, has a great way of really sucking the energy out of his enemies by exercising. He knows how to exercise the power that the U.S. has, and he exercises it to the benefit of the United States. So in doing so, he can shut things down and just take all the motivation out. But alternatively, he can also, announce something, and then everybody knows that's what he likes and that's what they want to do. So if we observe where his yeses and nos are, he has a no for BRICS doing their own thing with the 100% tariff, and we'll shut you down just on the mention. But he has a yes for XRP. How many cryptocurrencies does he have a yes for that are involved with the Bank of International Settlements? One. So if you are in the BRICS nations and you understand he likes XRP, and that is what the use case is for the Bank of International Settlements, and you've taken out the idea of sanctions from XRP. If they're using XRP, there will not be sanctions done with a decentralized. I'm not going to go into the argument of centralized and decentralized, but let's just say say that without determining what XRP is. XRP is not going to have the ability for sanctions to be imposed upon countries, so they will be able to continue to trade. So you end up with the best case scenario for the BRICS. That's the way I see it.
That's the way I see it too. Everybody, thank you for listening to this outline provided by myself, Will, and credit also to the one and only Smoke. Do us a solid if you listen to the entire outline and type this into the comments, and that is XRP, number one choice. And we'll know that you listen to the entire outline. As the saying goes, know what you have, know why you hold it. The research trumps FUD 110%. On behalf of myself and Will, we'll see you on the next one. Hey guys, I just want to point out something real quick in regards to Uphold with you guys. A lot of you guys are familiar with Uphold or heard about it, but if you're brand new to all this and don't have an account, basically there's some benefits. It benefits me, it benefits you. This is a win-win. But one thing I want to point out to really pound it home with Uphold is, for example, XDC. As we know, with XDC, a lot of us have to jump through the hoops of like KuCoin, use a VPN to kind of get around things. This is American-based exchange with Uphold. You don't have to do that. You can get your XDC here, and yeah, not having to deal with that is a great thing. You could also get XRP here. Again, American-based exchange. There's a refer and earn. Bottom line is, if you deposit $100, I get 20, you get 20. It's a win-win for both of us. And of course, that's in BTC, but again, you could swap that to any of these particular altcoins. So check it out. Links are in the description if you would like to take advantage of the 20. And yeah, a win for both of us. How cool is that? Links in the description, both on the live and on the recorded. Thanks, guys. Over and out.